work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Bring the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. It's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Bring the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on.
Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is Lewis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Mariota to Lewis on the draw. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Mariota now from the 50. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go.
Foles and the Jags come up now first and 10 at the 20. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big run by the big man Fournette, 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Foles. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, here's Fournette. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Go! Check 26, check 26.
Open man right side is Shark. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. A second down run with Lewis. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now Lewis here on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 39-yard line.
One, blue one. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Bandit, bandit.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota going deep for Walker. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. Deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
On third down, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. But fortunately, he's able to and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. On third down, it's Lewis. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Looking to throw again on second down. Foles. It's complete to Chris Conley. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
Check three.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Foles. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DeAndre Washington, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Mariota. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
A gain of 29 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
One. Mike 50. Mike 50. Watch the run. Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
From the gun, Mariota. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Foles. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. And when you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. One.
Mariota going to give to Lewis. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Mariota caught right side. It's Lewis. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Derrick Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis as the first half is winding down as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will shave one more off this lead.
14.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
To throw again on second down. Foles. Shark's got it left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
It's our time. It's our time.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, G.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook as time expires in the first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
You have a vision right now.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Throwing is Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Third and long here for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Again, it's Lewis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down. They'll run on first down. It's Lewis, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
2 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now Mariota, A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback there to make the play defensively. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Reading. 12. Go. Shift. Right there. 54.
Hey, exit.
54, Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And now he'll turn and off his back foot. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now Lewis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody to run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
First down, Titans.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Lewis. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. On 2nd down now, it's Lewis. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. They'll run on 1st down. Lewis. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mariota towards the end zone for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there. And now it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Succop. And that will get him one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go!
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the 29-yard line.
On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check. Kill. Right there.
Second and 5 now. Foles. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A big third down play there for the Jags. 57 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
25, check 25, check 25. Check. Fresno. 6-6.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time is going to run off the clock.
Mariota sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 17, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
13. Stay with your man.
Fournette, a first down carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for Jacksonville, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.